5.4, number 3, says write each expression as a product of two trig functions and simplify where possible. So look at part 1 here. It says we have sine of 4 theta minus sine of 6 theta. Well, it wants us to write it as a product, so we know we're going to have to go to something that's being multiplied, right? And look at what we're given. Sine minus sine. Do we have a formula for that?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, but how do we know if it's X or Y?
Well, the first one's always X, and the second one's always the Y then. Okay? So we do have a formula there. It tells us, is it sine minus sine? It's the last one in that sum to product formulas. It tells us we're going to take 2 sine of X minus Y, so 4 theta minus 6 theta, all over 2, cosine of X plus Y, so 4 theta plus 6 theta, all over 2.
And this is which one?
Oh, I forgot. I was looking at the front. This is the sine minus sine, yes.
Oh, but like, okay.
Oh, your order switched on that sheet compared to what the note said. But it's multiplication, so it's okay. All right, so 2 sine, what's 4 theta minus 6 theta?
2 theta.
Negative 2 theta over 2 cosine of, what's 4 theta plus 6 theta? Good. Over 2. And we can reduce those fractions.
Is that a 10
Yes,
theta or 1?
it's a 10 theta. Now, we typically don't like negative angles too much, do we?
No.
So, what do we know about sine as far as even and odd functions?
That it's odd.
That it's odd. Good. And so remember, if it's an odd function, then I'm going to do a little think bubble over here. That means that sine of negative theta would be equal to negative sine of theta. Right? So that means that this sine of negative theta I can rewrite as negative sine of positive theta times cosine of 5 theta. And then what can we do right here?
You can break it down.
How?
Break it down.
How about we multiply it?
Yep.
What's that negative in front just like?
1.
It's like a negative 1, and so it's 2 times negative 1.
Negative 2.
So we get negative 2 sine of theta cosine of 5 theta. All right, let's go on then to part 2 here. So cosine of 65 degrees plus cosine of 55 degrees. So do we have a formula for cosine plus cosine?
Yes.
Yes. It says it's 2 cosine of X plus Y. Remember, X is first, Y is second. So 65 plus 55 all over 2, and they're both degrees, times cosine of X minus Y all divided by 2. So the 65 degrees minus the 55 degrees all over 2. So we can simplify just like before inside our parentheses here. Can I do anything else?
No. Nope.
Lies.
You can combine them. The degree.
Cosine of 60 degrees. We know something about 60 degrees, right? Do we know anything about 5 degrees?
No.
Then we can't do anything with it. But we do know about 60 degrees. So we got 2 times something here. What do we know about 60 degrees?
It's
1/2 -3/2.
Square root of 3 over 2?
That's not right.
Okay, I thought it might be. All right, cosine is what? X or Y? X. So what's our X value? So we're going to plug in 1/2 right here. And then we said we didn't know anything about cosine or 5 degrees, so we just leave it as cosine of 5 degrees.
And then do we?
And we can multiply these two numbers. So it's 2 times 1/2.
1.
So we just have 1 cosine of 5 degrees.
Yep, or just
Well, that would just be cosine.
is.
There we go.